The beat drops, a raw combination of snares and hi-hats cutting through the air as Kendrick Lamar's voice makes its entrance. Sharp, purposeful, and almost iconic. It's Chains and Whips, his guest verse on the Clipse's 2024 album Let God Sort Him Out, and the rap scene is buzzing. In a single line, Kendrick honors a legend by referencing Rakim, the God MC, suggesting he might share part of his earnings with the pioneer who shaped the genre. Half of my profits may go to Rakim, he raps, recognizing the creator of lyrical depth whose influence is felt in every line Kendrick delivers. A few days later, Rakim, the wise elder of hip-hop, replies on Instagram, connecting the generations with his message, "I salute you, King." This exchange, a moment of respect between two titans, transcends mere news. It embodies hip-hop's enduring legacy, a culture built on respect, creativity, and the power of language. Welcome to Celebrity Cookies, where the tea is always hot and the stories come with sprinkles of surprise. Make sure to subscribe, leave a comment with your take on the story. Picture this: Kendrick cruising in his Porsche, the bass of Chains and Whips reverberating through the windows as he delivers a verse that acts as both a confession and a triumphant moment. The things I've seen under my eyelids / kaleidoscope dreams, murder, and sirens, he raps, painting a vivid picture of struggle and insight. The mention of Rakim hits hard, acknowledging that the Compton prodigy stands on the shoulders of giants. Rakim, watching from his own space, sees the clip and understands the weight of the shout-out. On July 6, 2025, he shares a video on Instagram of Kendrick's verse booming from his speakers, accompanied by a heartfelt, candid caption. "Thanks for the eyeless shout I heard in a long time, and keep up the incredible work, my brother. You ain't no joke. Peace and blessings to you and yours." These words express more than gratitude. They signify a passing of the torch, a moment where hip-hop's past and present converge in mutual respect. Rakim's response is not just a reaction, it showcases his role as hip-hop's philosopher king. At 57, the Long Island legend remains a formidable figure, having redefined rap alongside Eric B. in the late 80s and 90s. Albums like Paid in Full and Follow the Leader introduced a new vocabulary to the genre, internal rhymes, intricate flows, and a thoughtful rhythm that elevated street stories to scripture. Kendrick's tribute to him in Chains and Whips is a testament to that lasting influence. Rakim's influence is acknowledged, emphasizing that without his pioneering contributions, the intricate lyricism seen in albums like GNX or To Pimp a Butterfly might not have emerged. This acknowledgement highlights that hip-hop is a continuous evolution, with each generation building on the last. Rakim's modest response underscores his identity as a trailblazer who sees himself as part of the hip-hop community rather than above it. This isn't the first time Rakim has expressed admiration for Kendrick. In a 2024 interview with Billboard, he commented on the notable rivalry between Kendrick and Drake that captured the cultural spotlight earlier that year. Drawing from his vast experience, Rakim praised both artists for their willingness to engage in a lyrical battle, which is rare in an era where mainstream artists often shy away from such confrontations. "Many in their position won't accept a challenge because they have too much at stake," he noted, reflecting his years in the industry. He viewed the rivalry as more than just a personal clash. It was a call to action for real hip-hop, reminding everyone of the genre's roots in competition and authenticity. Kendrick's songs, Euphoria, and Not Like Us, were not just diss tracks. They showcased a high level of lyricism, echoing the combative spirit of Rakim's era. Rakim's thoughts on the Kendrick-Drake rivalry reveal his broader perspectives. He pointed out that the conflict exposed a rift within the genre between the polished, pop-driven sounds that dominate the charts and the raw, unfiltered essence of hip-hop's origins. "Younger artists today recognize that there's a distinction," he told Billboard. "Many of them weren't even aware of it." For Rakim, Kendrick's willingness to engage and express his talent and emotions was a victory for the culture. It served as a reminder to fans and artists that hip-hop is about more than just streams and sales. It's about lyrical richness, passion, and the courage to stand firm. His call to keep competition within the music was a plea for unity, hoping that the genre's competitive spirit wouldn't turn negative. Meanwhile, Kendrick is making history with his grand national tour, a co-headlining effort with SZA, which is creating a buzz across Europe in July 2025, following a successful run. Achieving a record-breaking $256.4 million in sales in North America has generated excitement in Birmingham, UK, where the Villa Park Stadium is alive with energy as Kendrick performs Chains and Whips live for the first time. The diverse audience erupts with cheers when he delivers a line referencing Rakim, honoring the legendary artist's enduring influence. Social media is flooded with videos of the moment as fans share their reactions on X, expressing the chills they felt hearing Kendrick pay tribute to Rakim in real time. This performance boosts streaming for the Clips' album, with Chains and Whips reaching 4.8 million plays on Spotify within a week, highlighting Kendrick's impact. SZA, Kendrick's tour partner, also shines during the event. Her set, featuring a blend of songs from SOS Deluxe, Lana and her classic hits, conveys a narrative of vulnerability and strength. In Birmingham, she performs Garden, her voice rising above a beautifully crafted, forest-themed stage that embodies her album's aesthetic. The audience sways, their phone lights creating a constellation of support as she dedicates the song to those who pave the way, subtly recognizing the same lineage that Kendrick honors. The synergy of the tour, Kendrick's intellectual depth paired with SZA's emotional resonance, creates a cultural moment that transcends music, prompting fans to revisit not only GNX, but also the Clips' Let God Sort Him Out, where Kendrick's Rakim reference first appeared. Kendrick's respect for Rakim is well documented. In interviews, he has noted that Paid in Full was a crucial album for him, shaping his complex rhyme schemes in songs like Rigor Mortis and King Kunta. The mention of Rakim in Chains and Whips serves as more than just a lyric. It acknowledges the influence Rakim's pioneering work has had on Kendrick's career. When Rakim refers to Kendrick as King in an Instagram post, it's a reciprocal acknowledgement, with the legend recognizing a successor who has carried the torch with honor. Fans on X amplify this moment, with posts like Rakim saluting Kendrick as hip-hop history, receiving thousands of likes, reflecting the culture's appreciation for such intergenerational respect. The timing of Rakim's acknowledgement is crucial. In 2025, hip-hop stands at a crossroads, balancing commercial success with artistic integrity. Kendrick's GNX, released in 2024, has played a significant role in this discussion. Spending 22 weeks at the top of Billboard's Top Rap Albums chart, the album showcases a blend of West Coast grit and profound lyricism. Its recent resurgence on UK charts, re-entering at number 83 on the official physical albums chart and number 8 on the hip-hop and R&B albums chart, can be largely credited to the momentum generated by the Grand National Tour. The Chains and Whips moment adds layers to the narrative, linking Kendrick's current work to the history of hip-hop. Rakim's endorsement strengthens this connection, reminding fans that the genre's roots are just as significant as its future. Meanwhile, across the ocean, Drake's headlining act at London's Wireless Festival offers a contrasting experience. His three-day event, which wrapped up on July 6, 2025, draws massive crowds, with popular tracks like One Dance and God's Plan echoing throughout the venue. However, the interaction between Kendrick and Rakim takes center stage in social media conversations, with users on X debating who truly represents the essence of hip-hop in 2025. Drake's polished style and global appeal sharply contrast with Kendrick's raw lyricism, while Rakim's recognition of Kendrick feels like a nod of approval from the old school. One user encapsulates the sentiment, noting that Kendrick's emphasis on artistry over commercial gain aligns with the true spirit of hip-hop. Kendrick's verse in Chains and Whips highlights his genius. Over the stark production by Clips and Pusha T, he weaves a narrative rich with vision and violence, his kaleidoscope dreams embodying both beauty and chaos. Mentioning Rakim is not just a reference, it's a proclamation of heritage, asserting that Kendrick's success is built on the foundation laid by Rakim. When he raps, "Let's be clear, hip-hop died again," it acts as both a lament and a challenge, calling for a revival of the genre's core essence. Rakim's response, labeling Kendrick's shout-out as the illest he's heard in years, validates Kendrick's mission and positions him as a protector of the culture. In Birmingham, the atmosphere from the Grand National Tour is electric. Kendrick performs Not Like Us, a cultural powerhouse from GNX, and the audience passionately sings along, their voices reverberating through the stadium. The song's defiance, rooted in the rivalry with Drake, resonates with Rakim's call to keep hip-hop centered on the music. SZA joins Kendrick for Luther, their chemistry evident, and the crowd's response, singing I See You, You See Me, feels like a collective commitment to honoring the genre's legacy. This moment boosts streaming numbers, with GNX achieving 6.3 million daily plays on Spotify during the UK leg, and Like God's Sword out seeing a 12% increase in streams following the tour. Rakim's straightforward yet powerful Instagram post resonates beyond the online realm, reminding us that hip-hop is a dynamic culture where respect is essential and legacies endure. Kendrick's tribute, along with Rakim's recognition, signifies more than just a moment in time. It initiates a dialogue that connects the classic 1987 album Paid in Full with the upcoming 2024 release GNX. As Kendrick and SZA tour Europe, with Rakim observing from afar, their interaction underscores a crucial truth. Hip-hop thrives when its pioneers and emerging talents show mutual respect. In a genre often marked by disputes, this moment of unity between a legendary figure and an icon shines as a beacon for the future of the culture. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this situation, so please share your opinions in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on the story.